Hey fragrance family, welcome back to my channel. If it is your first time, welcome. It's your favorite fragrance nurse practitioner, the Smell Good NP, and today we are going to talk about how to make your fragrances last all day. I get many people say things in my comments and ask me things and DM me and say, how do you make your fragrance last? Mine seem to go away after a few hours. So I'm going to share with you what works for me and what I do. I might be a little bit more extreme and I will modify that for my people that are less extreme and don't want to go as far. However, I'm going to let you know what works for me and we can talk about it later in the comments. Let me know what you think. First things first, whatever we talk about in the video, I will try my best to link it in the description. If I have a discount code, I'll link the link and I'll add the code there for the products. Otherwise, I'll just put a link so it'll be easy for you to grab if you're interested. So let's talk about the first step. First step is making sure that we take a shower.
I find a little weird I have to ask twice.
Wash your butt. Take a bath. It is so important that we clean our skin so that the fragrance could honestly penetrate and last longer on our skin. So first thing I do as a nurse practitioner, I am always thinking about bacteria. And so I always use a antibacterial body wash. And this one is Dove's antibacterial body wash. It is one of my favorite body washes ever. I have backups upon backups. Can you tell that I'm the backup girl? But I don't like to run out of stuff that I really, really love. And this antibacterial body wash makes me feel like so clean. It does strip oils and strip bacteria off of your body. So I do follow up with another body wash. But yeah, I love me a good antibacterial body wash at least once a week. For the most part, I honestly do this once a week. I use a body scrub. And the importance of the body scrub is to make sure that you get dead skin off of your body. We are shedding skin and coming in contact with different elements. And so it is important to get the dead skin off because then your skin can get the moisture that it needs when you put your body products on and your fragrances stay so much better. I use all kind of body scrubs. I do have some that I like better than others, but I just want to share one with you. This is Victoria's Secret's body scrub. It is their Blue Jasmine Water Lily. And I use this one and I have tons of different body scrubs that I use. The body scrubs also moisturize because a lot of them have a nice moisturization or oil, and it helps even though you're taking that dead skin off, it helps to moisturize your body and make it feel just so luxurious. After that, that is when I go in with my fragrance body wash. Now, my fragrance body wash is maybe a little extreme. Some people will say, I am not going to buy all the different type of body washes to match the fragrances that I'm wearing. I like to do that, but you don't have to do that. You could use just a simple, unscented, like a prequel or something that's just like your Dove, your vanilla, you know, something that you like. You could use that all the time. But for me, I like to use scented body washes. For example, I am loving these body washes from Bath and Body Works. This one is covered in roses and it's inspired by Delina. This might be one of my favorite ones. Anytime I'm wearing any rose fragrance, I am going to pick this one. This is Infinite Radiance. This is their Valaya version or inspired by body wash. Amazing. I have one in my shower. And then this is Pink Obsessed. And this is their version of Valentino Donna Born in Aroma. And it is amazing. So I do personally like to match my body, you know, my body shower gel with my fragrance. I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I go unscented. Sometimes I use a simple vanilla. But for the most part, I'm extra and I do like to match them up. I also wanted to mention that I think it's very important in our shower routine or our cleaning routine. I have totally been into African net sponges. This is a smaller version of what it is, but you know, the good ones, it has that knot in it. And I really like these. These help exfoliate the skin as well. They're stretchy. I have a huge version, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys a smaller version so you could get the idea. This exfoliates the skin. They're easy to wash, easy to dry. They are so wide netted, so it's not holding bacteria or germs or, you know, anything inside of these. So I really enjoy my African net sponge and I use this to shower, honestly, most of the time. Okay, so after I get out of the shower, I always dab myself dry. I try not to over dry myself off because the goal is to keep your skin moisturized so that you can literally absorb the fragrance and exude it when you go out. Y'all, I like people to smell me before I get there. And so that is very important to me. So I will dab myself dry with the towel, even just a little bit of moisture. Now I dry off the places that have folds like under my arms or, you know, I'm a plus size girl. So, you know, any kind of area that might be overlapping under the breast area. But for the most part, I try to leave things moisturized so that it can lock in the moisture once I put my body care products on it. I am going to always get out the shower and use some form of body cream or body lotion. I prefer body cream, but I do wear body lotion. So for instance, like the EOS, or I love fig. And so the Sweet Vanilla Fig by Philosophy, I keep one of these. I get these from like Marshall's or TJ Maxx. I keep these on hand because it's hard for me to find a fig moisturizer. And again, I layer and I try to match all of my scents. So if I am wearing raspberry or pomegranate for the day, I'm usually going to go and grab a raspberry or pomegranate lotion or a fig lotion or a vanilla lotion. That is how I layer because I think that it enhances what I'm going to put on top of it. I'm addicted to Aroma body creams. I own just about every one that was released, and I love the way they make my skin feel, but this could become expensive. So in order to save money, if you're into this and if you're okay with it, you could be like me and get all the different scents to match your fragrances as best as you can. So like this is supposed to be inspired by Yum Bougie Marshmallow. It's called Strawberry Marshmallow. And this one is Creamy Musk and it's inspired by Blanche Bet. If you could do it and you don't mind having a ton of products, then absolutely feel free to do it. But for my people that don't feel like spending all that money on all these different products, guess what? I got something for you too. Now, if you are looking for a skin scent but better body cream, I use this a lot of times when I am wearing like a skin musk or like more fragrance that I don't want, that's not too loud. Like if I have to go into the hospital or if I was seeing patients in person, I don't want to be too loud. I don't want to affect their, their health, especially respiratory patients. So I will wear something like this, which is the Glacier U body cream. And you guys know it smells just like their fragrance, but it's just kind of like a skin scent. And so this is very nice, and the moisturization is really nice too. I keep this on board when I'm wearing scents like that. Now, the more affordable way and wise way, which I am going to probably start leaning into more, is to get you an unscented body cream and just put your perfume oil or body oil in it when you use it. For instance, one of my favorite is the Necessaires for Your Body cream. I go through these like crazy. I go through these so much that during the holidays, I order backups while they were on sale for the Black Friday sale because look, I love the way this feels. This might be one of my favorite unscented body creams. I feel like it does amazing work for the skin. And when I want to put my smells to it, or I don't feel like picking up a body cream that has smell to it, I will pump it into my Necessaire and use that. Now, another one that I love the way it makes my body feel, and I will use this too. It's not quite unscented, but it is. And that is the Butter Drop by Fenty. I go through these. This is actually, I just opened it up and popped a new one in. These pop out. So you could buy the refills from Fenty and then just pop them in like that and then just twist. And these are so good. They like just even touching the top. The way your body feels with this is amazing. And it barely has a smell. It has a very light, possible vanilla smell, but it's not loud at all. Definitely could be considered unscented, and you could definitely use with body oil and get the same vibe. It's a better way to save money and not have so much product in your house. So we talked about body oils. You know that I am going to keep a body oil and a perfume oil on my body. That is part of my everyday routine. And so I do not go without body cream, body oil, perfume oil, and fragrance. I wear it every day. It's going to always be in my routine. But my main body oils, I don't really discriminate that much, but I do have some that I just kind of stick with. And if you know me, you know that I am a brown sugar babe girl. Let me tell you about this girl. Maybe I should. So this one is from the I'm Wash collection that me and my CI sisters were featured in, and it is called Skin Deep, and it is inspired by Guidance 46. And I love a good body oil, and to me, Brown Sugar Babe has the best body oils out there on the market. I own so many, and I literally use them all the time. And now they have a smaller like travel size version. There are a few other oils that I love. And again, I usually, if Brown Sugar Babe does not have the oil available, then I usually will check Aroma and use their oils. I do like their body oils as well. However, I must admit, Brown Sugar Babe is my number one, but Aroma does a great job too. And I will use their oils if it's a scent that Brown Sugar Babe doesn't have. I can also use Skin Potion. I have Skin Potion oils. Now, I love Skin Potion, but the oils are a little bit steep, in my opinion, for the amount that you get. It's a great quality. They smell good. However, if you don't want to spend $100 on this oil, I do like their shea butters, their whipped shea butters. They turn into oil once it hits your body. So I do have them upstairs. I did not bring them with me for this video, but I will link the information again in the description. I do like Skin Potion. It could be a little steep. You might do better getting their shea butter or their whipped butters, because when you put it on your skin and it gets your body heat, it warms up and it feels amazing. And honestly, it feels just like the oil. That's my little money saving secret. Last but not least, I find myself using a lot Uncover Beauty oils as well. I do have an affiliate code with Uncover Beauty, and I will link that in the description box. This is their version of Sunsplosion by Simone Andrioli. This is called Sun Drunk. She does a great job with her oils as well. I like the way they feel on my skin, so I will use that as well. Now, after that, I am going to always wear a perfume oil. Always. My first choice, of course, again, is my Brown Sugar Babe. I love Brown Sugar Babe products, and I love their oils. I am a fanatic about their Cloud9 oil. Look at that. Like, I have backup upon backup. So I use a perfume oil every day. It has a higher concentration of the oil, so it lasts longer. It's a more powerful version than the body oil. And so because I want it to be the base of my fragrance and I want my fragrance to stay and linger, I wear perfume oil with my fragrances. I also use Sand and Fog perfume oils as well. I have a ton. And if you follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you will have seen videos of me talking about my different perfume oils. I am, again, dramatic, and I do the most. So I have changed the tops to make them into pumps, but this can make them messy sometimes. So I do get my pumps from Amazon. I'll link it in here if you're interested. They can get messy. So I don't know if I'm going to continue to do that, but I do change the tops on my Sand and Fog, but I use their oils quite a bit, and I probably have about 30 or 40 of them. And I also use European perfume oils. This is how they come in the size that I get, and they come in a roller ball. I'm not a big fan of the roller ball because I like to kind of coat my neck and my pulse points and everything with my perfume oil. I put a little bit behind the knees and on the ankles because I just want that to be all, you know, fragrant from head to toe. I actually may in my locks sometimes too, if I still have a little oil on my hands, I'll kind of like rub it through my locks. I don't do a lot, but just to kind of get the excess oil, I'll put it in my locks because I don't put products in my hair for the most part. But this is European perfumes. Because I don't love the roller ball, I will put them in the droppers. I get the droppers from Amazon, and I just take the label off and I put them in the dropper and I get rid of the roller ball. But these are both from European perfume. And the last perfume oil I just have to say something about. I will not say the name because it's a naughty name, but it is one of the best perfume oil smells out there. I layer this with just about everything. This enhances all of my fragrances, and I get compliments galore when I wear this. And this is from the Fragrance Bar. You can see the name. It is called Enchanted Meow. So it is a unique name. If somebody asks me what I'm wearing, I usually say EP. I do have an affiliate code with the Fragrance Bar. I will link it in the description. But guys, this fragrance oil, oh my gosh. I don't know what she did. It's so good that she has a body mist, and I have the body mist as well for it. There are a few other oils on there, but this is by far my favorite one. Next, I am going to use my fragrance. For the most part, I layer my fragrances. If it's a new fragrance and I just want to see how it wears, then I'll wear it by itself. But for the most part, honestly, I do layer my fragrances. I'll do another video on exactly how I create my layering combos later, but for the most part, I layer fragrances. And for the sake of this video, I'm grabbing two Black-owned companies of fragrances. That's going to be Brown Girl Jane and Harlem Perfume Company, just as an example. So if I'm going to use two fragrances, what I will usually spray first is the heavier one, or the one that's going to be stronger. And so that's going to be the one that I use as my base on top of the perfume oil that I put behind my ears, in my décolletage area, in my arms, you know, in my pulse points on the arms and on my wrist, on my ankle and behind my knees. That is going to be where I'm going to be spraying on top of too. So for instance, I would use Langston first, and y'all, I am a sprayer. So I don't do 1, 2. I just go, I go all over my body. I want to be smelled. I want you to smell me literally before I drive up. So I am a heavy sprayer. That's how I empty bottles. But I will put this on first, and I go on the neck. And I know a lot of people say you shouldn't spray here because you could become anosmic to it, and that's true. But I like to have this area sprayed and fragrant, so when I hug people or when I'm around people, they can smell it. That's just me personally. Even if I go anosmic to it, I know that they can still smell it. There you go. I am going to spray all over, up and down my arms, my legs, the lower part of my back. Just, I'm going to spray, spray, spray. So we'll say that this is my strongest one. That's going to go first. And then next, I will do my one that's not as strong as the other one, and I would do it on top of my skin. And so I'll go over those same areas where I put my perfume oil, and up and down my arm and lower back and legs and, you know, behind the knees. I'll do the same thing with this fragrance. And that is like my body cover, but then I'm not done yet. Now, I always season my clothes. That's what I say. People laugh when I say that, but I like to season my clothes. So I do spray my clothes. Now, there's some things like if you're wearing silk or something that's going to stain, I won't spray it. I'll just do body spray. You don't do my body. However, I do for the most part season my clothes because I literally want you to smell me. Now, when I season my clothes, I might flip it. And this is just a thing I do. And if I put down like the Langston first, I'll flip and then I'll put down the Brown Girl Jane fragrance first. So sometimes I'll do that on my clothes to just kind of give it a remix. Last but not least, I have locks. So this allows me to do a little bit more than some people that have, hair that is like straight. Straight hair is going to curl up if you spray something that is water-based on it. Again, I don't put products in my hair for the most part. So I'm able to do this, especially when I know it's getting close to wash time. I will do this. And I use body and hair mist on my hair. My goal is to create a scent bubble. A scent bubble so big that as I walk past, everyone turns their head and they're looking. So I want this bubble to go from the top of my head to the sole of my feet. Another fragrance company that I found through TikTok is called Sensual Fragrances. They make great body mist. They are like so strong and they almost smell like they're EDPs. I will use this and spray this and mist this in my hair. I don't soak it, but to keep that scent bubble, I will. For instance, this is Strawberry Clouds. This is their version of Young Bougie Marshmallow. I will mist my locks with this because as the wind blow, as you walk past, people are going to get that scent from you. Last but not least, I do have an affiliate code with Snif. And I have this is Berry Styles. I will use a Snif body and hair mist, and I will do the same thing with it. Again, this will all be linked in the description. I like to create a scent bubble, so that's hair all the way down to my feet. And one last little trick that I want to share with you guys. Some people care about having to respray. I do not. If I need to respray, I am going to respray. If I need a little bit of a boost, I am going to use that boost because guess what, y'all? We spent a lot of money on fragrances. We might as well use them. So one of the things that I do is I buy 3 ml decants. I get these off of Amazon as well. And I will spray both of my fragrances in the container that I layered and take them with me. Usually I try to do half and half. This is also a way that if you're going to be gone all day, you could just kind of refreshen your combo, or it's a conversation starter. And as a person that likes to talk and likes to try to minister to people, I just feel like it's a way to meet people and be a blessing to them. And so when someone comes by you and they say, oh my God, you smell amazing. What are you wearing? I could let them know what I'm wearing, but I could also give them what's in my decant if I don't use it or what's ever left. I honestly see so many people appreciate that. And that's just a little trick I have to always smell good all day. So y'all, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching this video. If you watched all the way through, make sure that you subscribe so that you can get your refills on how to smell good from the Smell Good NP. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Talk about it in the comments. I try my best to respond to everybody in the comments. So if you have any questions, any recommendation, I am all ears. Feel free to comment. And thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.